Hey, what's up YouTube? Houston here. For those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. And for those of you that's been following me and supporting me, salute. And for my favorite patrons, always double salute. Now, today's video, we're actually going to be talking about the best credit unions for personal loan. So if you're trying to get 5, 10, 25, $50,000 personal loans and stuff, we're going to talk about some of the easier credit unions you should be approaching. Also, if you're not a member of a credit union, I'm going to show you some of the other fintech companies that offer personal loans as well. Now, the first one is Pennsylvania State Employees Credit Union. Now, here's the thing about them that I really like. I just made a video breaking all of this down. So if you want to see that video, check out the link in the description. But they do one inquiry and you can get multiple lines of credit. That's the reason I have that 100,000 there. So not only are they personal loans only go up to, or lines of credit only go up to 20,000, right? But the cool part about this is that one inquiry, you still can also get a $30,000 credit card. Plus, you can use that same inquiry and get a car loan as well. All right. And so the way to join is $20, but they pay $10 of that, and then you just pay the other $10 for the friendship membership. The credit score, average credit score is about a 620 and up. They pull your Experian. They may pull your Experian FICO score 2 or your 8. Okay. Some people had their 2 exposed. Some people had their 8 exposed. All right, so that's the reason, like, one inquiry, multiples, accounts, and stuff like that. So not only just the personal loan, but possibly using the same inquiry to get a credit card, line of credit, and a car loan. Okay, they do, when you open up an account, they do offer to give you up to $250 deposit into your account when you have a free checking account with debit card and then qualifying deposits, right? They look more or less at the employment history, how long you've been at your residence and things of that nature to help them determine if they want to do business with you or how much they're willing to lend you. And they also check systems, all right? Now, Patelco, this is interesting, right? I made a video on this credit union as well, but there's something that I did leave out that most people are not aware of. Anybody can join Patelco. They're a California-based company, but they're all over the United States. But you can borrow up to $100,000 on a personal loan, one inquiry, and with 2 accounts. So that means that you can get a personal line and maybe a personal credit card, or I would try to see if they have a line of credit. I would probably go for a line of credit and a personal loan. All right, those are the 2 I would go for. They will even allow you to use that same inquiry to get a credit card as well. Okay, now it's soft pull on the membership. In reference to offers, loan offers and stuff like that, it's soft pull, but when you accept it, it's a hard pull. So just keep that in mind. The way to join is through the Financial Fitness Association. Some people start out at about $5,000. They pull Experian FICO 8. Okay. Now, here's the thing about it. You may not have to show proof of income. Okay, that's a good thing about these credit unions as well. It's going off of stated income. So you may not have to show proof of income. All right, but they will need some type of form of identification, driver's license, ID, and stuff like that. Now, talking about the money market account and the savings account, the reason I tell people is you should have multiple accounts. If you're trying to get the maximum amount of funding from these financial institutions, you should have multiple accounts with them. Not only like a direct deposit, if you can't do direct deposit, at least do a money market account and a savings account. It's because of the internal score. That internal score really makes a difference in the amount of money they're willing to go loan you. Okay, now they also have credit builder loans, which is good also. So for those of you that's trying to rebuild your credit and you need real primary trade lines, then the credit builder loan may be one of those situations you want to look at as well, because their credit builder loans goes from 500 up to 5,000, and their signature line of credit is 25,000. So with that one inquiry, I probably get the personal loan, try to go for the line of credit as well as a credit card. So just to see what would happen, since it's a soft pull. Now, PENFED, all right? Here's the interesting thing about PENFED. Minimum credit history is 2 years. Now, the DTI max out at 55%. So I know for some of you guys that may have been dealing with PENFED and you may have applied for a personal loan and got denied or whatever, probably because of your DTI. So that's one thing you may check. However, I do have other companies that go over that 55% threshold. Most of your credit unions and banks, they go up to about 55% in DTI. But I have other lenders that you can look out if you're over that debt to income ratio of 55%. Okay, the good thing about it, with their personal loans, you can pre-qualify for it. Okay, and so there's no origination fees, no prepayment penalty. Their loans go from 600 up to 50,000. Their interest rates on their loans is 4.99 to 17.99. But you have to become a member. I actually made a video that actually explains to you how to join PENFED. Okay, they're better. They're much easier to work with than Navy Federal, because for some people, it's been a lot of loopholes they have to jump through just to become a member. But with PENFED, they're very straight with you opening up a savings account. But if you want to actually see the video where I broke it down about why you want to join PENFED, then check out the video in the description. Then, of course, they pull FICO 9. Now, you guys know I'm a big proponent of using FICO 9 scores, because with the FICO 9, you're able to build it up much easier. So what that means is that you can add authorized users to your credit file to help build up your FICO 9. You can add your rent payments, your subscriptions to help build up that FICO 9 score. And then once you have enough accounts on the FICO 9 and you're managing your credit, then revert back over to the FICO 8 score, which focuses on the bank cards and stuff like that. Now, Navy Federal, again, another one of these, that's FICO 9. Their loans go from 250 up to 50,000. Interest rates is 7.49 up to 18%. Again, you have to become a member. I did make a video on that, how to become a member of Navy Federal. Again, on the personal loans, they may pull your Equifax. Do a Equifax FICO 9. Also, here's another thing with Navy Federal. I've told you all about their internal scoring. So you may have a low credit score and they still may give you a $25,000 loan as well as a credit card. It's because they look at internal scoring. How many accounts do you have with us? So if you have the flagship checking account, you have a savings account, you may have a money market account or a CD and a direct deposit. Those help with your internal score, which goes from 100 up to 450, to be able to help you get more funding, okay, out of Navy Federal. But again, one of the key elements is to become a member, all right? Now, the good thing about their personal loans is no origination fees as well as prepayment penalty. But the sad part about it is that they don't have like a pre-qual, something that you can see like, okay, where am I at or whatever. They don't have that. But their loans go anywhere. It says 1 to 5 years, but it's 6 months up to 5 years for their loans. All right. Now, for those of you that are not members of credit unions, you have a bad credit, but you have good income and have a high DTI, then you may want to check out CREDITLOANs.com, okay? Because they don't focus on the credit score. They focus on again, your income. You may have a high DTI, but they work around that. Another thing, guys, you have to excuse me, my rabbit is playing. And so when she's playing, she has no respect for me. But anyway, that being said, their loans with credit loans go from 250 up to 40,000, but you have a 90% chance of approval. So that's the good thing about it. Unfortunately, they're not operating in New York and Connecticut, but that's okay because I have other lenders to help you. If you have a high debt-to-income ratio over that 55%, where credit unions won't work with you. Now, if you have bad credit, the maximum they'll give you is $5,000, all right? But there's no hard pull on the credit, which is good. Now, UPSTART. Now, I was telling you about Patelco, right? So what happened is Patelco Credit Union, they started using UPSTART. So now, when you apply for a loan through Patelco, their system is actually UPSTART system. Now, with UPSTART system, they don't focus on the credit score. Again, they focus on how long you've been on your job, or if you're a college student or you're expecting to start working. They focus on other data points in order to help you qualify. Now, their loans go from $1,000 up to $50,000. Now, they usually, if you're going directly through UPSTART, they do a soft pull on your TransUnion FICO 9. Okay, so that's the reason I tell you that their FICO 9 is so important, because it has so much leverage. Now, their loans available in all 50 states. Their DTI is usually about 70-75%. Okay, so your annual income that you should be making is average about $12,000. Okay, this is directly through UPSTART. But again, like I said, Patelco Credit Union is also using UPSTART system, so that way that they can help you qualify for more loans and stuff that way as well. But you do have to have a valid email, phone, bank account. And again, their data points is like how long you've been on your job, how long you've been at your residence, what's your education. Those are the things that they really focus on. Another lending company is Universal Credit. Now, their credit scores, minimum credit score is a 560, but an average credit score is a 638. Okay, so you're still able to qualify with them. Their DTI is 70%. Their average income is about $60,000, but that doesn't mean you have to be making $60,000 to get a loan from there. Now, their loan amounts go from $1,000 up to $50,000, but you have to have at least 2 trade lines on your credit profile, okay? And again, their debt to income ratio, as you can see, is 75%. So if you have a above 55% debt to income ratio, then UPSTART or Universal Credit or cashloans.com, those would probably be the ones that you want to approach in order to get personal loans, all right? Now, if you have any other questions about personal credit, business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description and schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.